My cat's actually driven me insane, I think. Ooh, actually. I might save Ghastly if it's daytime. No, so I put up this, like, foam pad so my cat can't scratch the door. So what does she do? She gets stuck in between the foam pad and the door. Yeah. Because what's louder than her scratching the door? Her being stuck to the door. There was no adhesive. But I just had stuff leaned up against the foam pad, and then she was like, I see a gap. I see a gap. There's a gap in this thing's armor. And she fucking Ant-Manned it, but couldn't get out. Excuse me. Oh, I hate waking up so early. Alrighty. The Fampy might hit 22 and a half. 22 and a third. Missed. Excuse me. What are you guys? God dang it! What are you guys doing? Not exactly happy with that, but it's legal. We can do that. June's drinking with her hand from the water dish. I just changed that. I know that water's not bad. She usually does that when there's too much air in the water, but I just changed it because she told me there was too much air in the water. Who's up next? Bailey. I was scared that it wouldn't kill, but you know, I'm 20 levels higher. The stab. was just thinking, if I got poisoned and then walked up Sprout Tower, I wonder how hard it would be to die then. But like, that's so much setup. I wonder if we'll ever get a new Full Metal Alchemist. If they reanimated that show, it'd be crazy. Because they've got two animes to pull from. And then the manga. They've got so much source material. They did like a Pokemon Crystal version for Full Metal Alchemist where they combine the two. Oh, it could be great. There's aspects that are better of both, for sure. I've actually seen the ending of Brotherhood under some criticism as of late. You know, back in the day it was pretty crazy, but nowadays, like, fighting God's not that big of a deal. But, yeah, it's muddied waters. It's like, is Berserk generic? And it's like, well, no, but nowadays everybody's trying to emulate it to the point where, yeah, strangely, but again, it's weird. In like today's fast society, it's almost like old things are like considered with the new, and it's not like time's not taken into consideration. But I don't know. It's also impressive that, you know, old stuff is compared to that degree. I'm one of those people, though. I find it hard to appreciate older video games sometimes because they're so rough. And it's like, well, this thing was made 40 years ago. And it's like, yeah, but it's not fun. It was back then. And it's like, I don't know, man. And it's like, you would have thought it's fun. Or I would have, but I'm talking about third person. And I probably wouldn't have. Like, Pong, I would have been obsessed with that, but I think that shit sucks. It is not fun for me. There's like a stiff cutoff for like how much autonomy. Oh my god! If I fuck up a word once, dude, I'm never gonna get it. I'm just gonna excuse me. Keep trying to say it, and then the more that I say a word, the more likely I am to think that the word sounds weird now, and that I'm saying it wrong. Dude, what the? Oh, I'm using the air like a thing. Nice. Nice. I love waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and my cat's being psychos. I love waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I love it. And I love when my cat gets stuck between the phone pad and the door, because I don't know if it feels good on her nails or something. We have concrete floors on the other side of the house. Well, they're painted, but there ain't no way that their nails are never coming against a hard surface. You know, we have, again, concrete floors. I have fake wood floors, but I have a rug. It's a big ass rug. I think she's just annoying as hell. I think it's because it's one of those sounds that as soon as she does it, like, no, I mean, I can't sleep through it. The second she does it, my eyes are open, which is miserable. It's not life-threatening. I would like to be able to sleep through nearly all non-life-threatening sounds. Someone in college one time told me that I could wake up at the sound of the air conditioning turning off. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, nearly every day when I come out here, I click the air conditioning off because it's been on all night, and I can't remember exactly. I think the condensation would build up, and we had to freaking like open this thing on the other side. It was humid. Hot and humid. Anyways, they'd click the air conditioning off and it would beep, and apparently the second the beep would like sound, I would sit straight up. And it's just like, I don't even remember doing that. And they're just like, yeah, I just stopped doing it because I felt bad. And I was like, no, it's fine. It's like, if I'm leaving the air conditioning on, like, turn it off, but it's like, I don't even realize that. It also didn't matter, because as I've learned in my later years, I was probably going to wake up 30 minutes later anyways. Actually, it's shocking, if anything, that I wasn't already awake. But I guess in college, I slept until 7. It's crazy to think that was over 10 years ago that I went to college. It is so crazy to think about. I wasn't ready. It was one of the regrets in my life. I wasn't ready. I had too much shit going on, surprisingly, as an 18-year-old. 19-year-old. I think I was 19. I waited a year to go to college, I believe. Because I had shit going on. Actually, again, I was talking about this the other day, for being just out of high school in 2015, I was actually making decent enough money. I could have gotten an apartment and been alright, but instead I went off to school, tried to keep my job, and flunked out of school because I was trying to work full-time and go to school full-time, because I thought school was going to be easy, because it was easy in high school, but yeah, you know, every underachiever learns that lesson. But shockingly, the school I went to didn't have a flunk out policy, so you could just sit there and fail, and they would take your money, which is shocking that like more schools don't do that. But what happens is if enough people just fail and then don't actually go through with it, you lose your accreditation. Or do you? I think you lose your funding first, and then you lose your accreditation. But yeah, basically the school like hit that point where it was like, hey, what are you doing here? But yeah, there was a lot of controversy at that college. Basically, they had hired a president who was known for doing exactly that, giving everybody on the board like massive bonuses. Everybody makes a bunch of money, they fail a bunch of students, and then like the state steps in and she disappears. It was crazy. It was crazy. But I just didn't have any aspirations. Well, that's not true. I did. I just didn't know they were real. What's crazy is I should have been doing this back then, but I never thought I was one of these people. And I kind of wasn't. Well, I had bought an Elgato and recorded like one game of zombies with a friend. I try sometimes to find that YouTube channel, and it makes me so sad when I can't. Because every so often I do find it, because I like, it's the name of it is like so... it's so particular to search, because the phrase we use for the name is like... It's ridiculous. But... it's like the most generic thing you could search when looking up, like, anything. It's literally I think it's glitches in gameplay or gameplay and glitches. And it's like, why would you name a channel that? But it was like 2012. But I wasn't the main guy behind it. I was just in charge of getting glitch footage for Call of Duty and stuff like that. And I mean, it went kind of well. We had like a couple fans reach out to us and ask if like we could teach them how to do the glitches in lobbies, and like we did it, and it was fun. But I was useless. I had no idea what I was doing. I just, again, wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't know that much about computers at all back then. That was still in my phase of being told by every authority figure ever to never touch a computer without supervision. And it was like, why? And it was like, you're gonna get a virus! And it was like, I haven't yet. And they're like, cause we're watching. And it's like, you're not always watching, because like 90% of what I do on this fucking thing is play Miniclip. Like, do you have any idea how good I am in getting at Heli Attack 3? I'm starting to crush it. That's the only game I remember playing on that website is Heli Attack and maybe Pool. Which is funny, because we actually had Pool when I... grew up. Which was one of those things that was so funny, because, like, I never played it. I never played real pool. And then people would be like, how, you have a pool table? And then, like, we'd go to play, and then, like, I wouldn't do bad, and they'd be like, I thought you said you never played. And it's like, I haven't. They'd just be like, well, it seems like it, and it's just like, it seems like pool's not that hard of a game. Sorry. Which, pool's not. Now, pool is one of those games where the base to skill ceiling is wonky. Where, like, a beginner is way too high up on the bar. But, like, an expert is so far above them. But it just doesn't look right. I'm sure there's a term for stuff like that, where entry level is, like... I guess they would just shrink the whole thing. I don't even know. On the flip side, Frisbee is one of those things where it's a whole range. Because, like, I don't know. It's crazy. Watching somebody try to throw a Frisbee is sometimes one of the most unnatural things you can watch somebody do. It's crazy. I used to know somebody, and I feel bad. This is one of the things that I look back at, and I honestly, like, I sometimes, it'll take 4 or 5 hours out of my night. Because I'll just be stuck. Oh, wait, we have Gust. Forgot about that. I'll be stuck thinking, like, oh my god, I did that. Wow. You think that person thinks about killing me at night? How could I do that? We did that all the time. No wonder they stopped playing with us. Oh my god, we're such terrible people. Oh my god, we're psychos. We created a murderer. We bullied that person daily. Oh my god. But then, like, I think back on it, and it's just like, well, that was just dude culture. But I had a roommate who threw the frisbee in a very peculiar way, and we would all goof on him. And eventually he stopped playing frisbee with us, and I realized that it was like, oh, you know, probably that we goofed on him all the time. Fucking, the way he threw the frisbee, we'd always laugh, and one of us would always, like, mimic the way he'd throw. And it's like, damn. Like, we're a bunch of fucking assholes. I mean, he did throw it in a very particular way. I can still vividly picture him throwing the disc. Like, the exact way. But that's horrible, man. There are other ways to riff on your friends and have a laugh and not make fun of them physically. Now, you can laugh at stuff like that, but, you know, imitating and all that other stuff, it's hurtful. Once, maybe, but we were bad. Bad behavior. Not good friends. Damn, dude, that is crazy to think about. That was all a decade ago. I'll say it. It feels like it at this point. It feels like longer. Those people and that time feels so disconnected to who I am now. Honestly, it almost feels nice. You know, actually, as I say that, it does kind of feel nice. I feel like I can almost forget that time. Oh, it would be sad to let go. There's a lot of fun I had. Rock climbing, hiking I hiked for 30-something days straight. I made a point every single day after school to drive out to the park and go hiking. I was out there for like 6 to 7 hours just hiking. Just by myself. Damn, I had no friends. I was also a bully, as I just described, so, you know. I was a sad and confused kid. Now I'm just a sad and confused adult. Time, don't give a shit. Which is why you should take advantage of it. Time will always continue to move, so take advantage of that. Unless something sudden happens, tomorrow is always going to be there. It's a reality. It is one of the things that, like, as I've gotten older, has made my depression, like, because dude, I remember being the emo kid in middle school, which is now getting almost 20 years ago. Which, like, I look back at, and it's just like, yeah, how did the adults around me not have more concern? Like, what's wrong with you people? Which is funny, because, I mean, you look back at it in the media, and it's just like, I don't know, it's so sad. Like, it's played off as laughs, like, oh, it's just a phase. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like, it's weird to treat adults like they're that stupid. But then, like, I don't know, you hit 30 and you look around and you're like, oh, fuck. It's like, damn. Why is everybody so stupid? But it's tiredness, man. Bro, the first time you work a double shift your brain fog is like, it's almost guaranteed to be the first time you ever experience that level of brain fog, but like, it's just, it'll change you. You're in like survival mode after working 2 8-hour shifts. And then you do it for a decade, which I didn't even make it that long, dude. I cracked. I had shitty roommates and a double shift, and I made it like 4 months. And then I've told this story a billion times. But one day I went to the card shop with my roommate, and he spent like $70 on Magic stuff. And I was just standing there like, bro, I paid like 20 or 30 bucks a month in your utilities because you said you couldn't cover them. What the fuck is this? And then, like, if I remember correctly, he gave me a play mat and then, like, kept all the cards, and then, like, we were playing that afternoon, and he whooped my ass. And I just remember sitting there and just, like, looking back at it, I had completely disassociated. Like, the moment he had spent that money, looking back, I had disassociated and was just like, what is happening? Oh, shit. It's just like, bro, you left. Like, you were working doubles to make ends meet, and your roommate was fucking going on vacations with his fiance and buying rings worth thousands and Magic cards worth fucking, dude, bro, oh my god. And the investment, insane. He bought like Herald's Horn, Chromatic Lantern, and a bunch of other stuff. Looking back at it, like a steal. But Jesus Christ. And then, yeah, my other roommate was somehow getting ready to go to, like, Greece or something like that. And it was like, oh my god. Like, how do you guys have so much more money than me? And then again, I realized way too late that, yeah, they had partners and were paying half rent. Which, depressingly, like, I still don't even know how to feel about that. Like, I don't know if I was just stupid for not realizing that, or I don't know. It blew my mind when I I don't know. Just naive. Because when we moved in, neither of their partners were there, but by, like, month 2, both of their partners were there, like, full time. Oh my god, that was the worst. One of them was like, I don't even get to see her that often. And it's like, she's literally here 3 to 4 days a week. Like, that's... I don't know what to say, man. Like, literally the only other thing you could do is live together. And now they live together. And it's like... Damn, dude. Like... I'm pretty sure she's here every hour that she can. And then, yeah, like, literally, immediately, it was like, oh, yeah, she is. She's staying here. She's staying here, and you guys are going on mini vacations to other states, to nice B&Bs. And it was just like, how are you guys even affording this stuff? You're in, like, massive debt. You just overcharged your account the other day, and he was like, oh, she pays for it. Why can't she pay your fucking utilities? Oh, I wouldn't have her do that. It's like, oh my god. I don't know, that might have been the line that set me off. I can't actually remember. Like, you'll have her pay thousands for a vacation and stuff like that, but you... she can't pay your fucking $60 utilities? Every roommate's... Actually, now I realize that I was paying like 30 bucks a month to split his utilities, and my other roommate was paying 15 because she was probably splitting it with her fucking friend. Oh my god. I'm getting fleeced, bro. I do remember, like, the moment I turned specifically against everybody. But everybody, I mean, it feels so weird to even say that, because everybody had turned against me, but I was gonna build a little climbing, like, a little rock wall, because we had gotten this place with a, like, shed and barn and whatnot. It was a shed. built like a mini barn, but it was a shed. It was rickety. But I was gonna build a rock wall in it because I had just built the frame of one like a month earlier and was like, okay, we can do this. And then there was like local climbing gyms in the area that charged people like, you know, a $20 membership and you could climb when the gym was open. And it worked. People would do it. And it was like, this is a great idea. And when I finally was ready to like, you know what, I'm sick of you guys. I'm just gonna do the climbing thing and like, I'm gonna charge you guys. You wanna climb? I'm gonna charge you guys. I don't care if you're my roommates. I'll put a lock on the fucking shed. And when I went to go build the thing, everybody was like, oh, dude, we're so excited. Like, we don't have any money right now, but we're so stoked. So, like, I can't even remember how it went down, but, like, basically in the end, nobody was going to help me build it. Nobody wanted to pay for it, but they were all super excited to climb it. And I just remember thinking, like, I hate all of you. Like I'm not footing the bill, building it, and then having you all over to climb. Because it was going to cost me, like, thousands. And then it was like, okay, it's going to cost me hundreds. It's like, I can get this down, I just won't paint it. We just won't put, like, you know. Because, like, oh, dude, I was so excited. Because it was like, okay, we're going to get it. We're going to finish everything. Because, like, just building the skeleton is easy enough. Then you do the plywood. And, like, you put a layer of paint down. And you, like, grid it out. And then you drill your holes. And then you tape your holes. And, man, from what I learned, you put down, like, a little more paint. And then you sprinkle, like, sand on it. And then you let that dry. And then you paint it again. And you got, like, grip tape. Or grip paint. And it's like, damn. I'm so excited to try this. I'm like, I know a bunch of people who would like stencil art and stuff like that, and like, you know, put the tape up so you just had to paint around the tape and like pull the tape off at the end. But yeah, when everybody was like, yeah, we don't have money for memberships and stuff, I was like, I know you people have more money than me. Like you, dude, looking back at it, it's no wonder I'm so bitter towards people in relationships. It was like everybody around me was splitting bills and stuff, and it was just like, it's like, why is everything so expensive? Why do you guys all have money for stuff? It's like, I'm trying to hang out with y'all, but like, it's getting expensive. And then I remember saving like my first $1,000 in my bank account. Like, I had just gotten my car fixed, because my cruise control went out. Which was such a, like, oh my god, that was such a shitty feeling. Because I was a delivery driver. But I was a delivery driver in, like, a town. So, like, I never used cruise control. And then, I got on the freeway one day. And it was just out. And it was like, great, that's cool. I gotta fucking caveman it. But I got that fixed. I paid back all of the loans I had. At one point, I had literally no money. Because the guy I was doing landscaping for just sent me a message one day and was kind of like, sorry, things are kind of like tight around here, so that last check's gonna have to be the last check. And it was like, what? It's like, dog, you literally said you would pay for my apartment if I went to college. And he was like, yeah, things got tight. It's like, what do you mean things got tight, dude? I literally have been here for a month. So I had to find a job on the fly, which I did manage to do. And then my other roommate was like, hey, that other job I offered is still open. So I got that second job because she was doing both jobs. So it was like, okay, I can pull this off. But I could not. I could actually not pull it off. And then, yeah, I paid off my roommate, who again had to cover, again, I don't even know where he was getting this money. He might have not ever been in debt for all I know. Maybe everything he told me was a lie from the beginning. I don't know. I never actually saw his childhood home. He could have been lying to me the whole time. He lied about a lot of things. He did have that rich person entitlement. Where, like, what's yours is his, and what's his is his. I also just think he had that, like, full-on main character narcissism. I genuinely believe that he looked at other people and thought that they were, like, NPCs. Like, okay, this person's got a quest that they're on, and I wonder how I get involved in it. Like, what do I have to say to figure out what their story is? There's a dialogue here. And it's like, okay, that person is not a fucking dialogue option for you. And then 10 minutes later, they'd be talking, and they'd be like, what are you doing? So, did you know that their dad died when they were 9, and they're trying to become an eye doctor? And it's like, we will never see this person again. What are you doing right now? It's like, well, I'm just getting contacts. And it's like, I genuinely, this is not good. And it wouldn't be good because you'd see that person fucking like 9 more times. And it's like, okay, something weird's going on. And if you know, you know. But his poor fiance, she was too fucking stupid. We told her several times too. She even saw it happen once. And it was just like, so you gonna... She's like, I'm leaving. And then she came back. And then she talked to me about it. And it was just like, okay, I do not know what to tell you at this point. And then she came back. And I swear to God, it was like... Dude, it was like a movie. She had, like, completely convinced herself that everything she had seen and been told was just, like, impossible. And it was weird. It was weird. There was, like, a weird time where it was just kind of like, okay, we're not gonna talk about this. I am glad I got away from all that, though. I cannot imagine what my life would be like if I was still around with people. Again, mind you, at the end of this, when I had earned my first 1,000, I had lost, like, 30, almost 40 pounds. I had gone from 180 pounds of, like, not pure muscle, because mind you, I hiked a lot. I climbed a lot. I exercised a lot. But I could also eat an entire family pack of Oreos in a sitting, and I did often. But I was in great shape. I exercised a lot. I did not take great care of my body, but I exercised a lot. I had a solid 4-pack. I don't think I ever had a 6-pack in my life. But damn, yeah. When I moved in with my mom at the end of all of it, she thought I was on heroin. She said I looked so gross and like thin that she was like, I was worried that this was going to be a different situation. And I was like, well, what does that mean? And she's like, she thought I was on drugs. She's like, I thought you were on hard drugs and things were different. And it was like, oh no, yeah, I just worked myself literally to death. Darius, no, dude, okay, that's fucking... You're so fucking annoying, dude. I'm not getting out of my... I'm not stopping stream to fucking pet your belly, dude. Why are you doing this? It's a trap. I don't know what you're doing, but it's a trap, and I'm not doing it. He does this when I eat. Now, mind you, I watch YouTube, I read, I play other games. Does he ever want his belly pet? No. But if I'm streaming or if I'm eating, he's like, hey, yo, you got time? And it's like, stop. You're so fucking annoying. Although I will say, he and his sister have started sleeping right next to me at night. They have learned that nighttime is the time to lay down. But they have still not learned that when I sit down at the computer, it is not pet time. The third sister has actually learned the art of it. As soon as I get up, she is on me. She walks between my legs, she headbutts my ankles as soon as I'm up. Which is, like, very nice. It's just like, see, that's how it's done. That's how it's done. And I reward her. She gets the old bongos and then the treat. But the other two are just, like, being monsters. muted you. I can't help you guys. Oh my god, no. You two are the worst. Stop. Is it even 4? It's not even 4 a.m., is it? I swear to god, it's not. Where's my phone at? I don't know where my phone's at. You guys are lucky. Wait, I have a computer. No, it's not. God. You guys are nuisances. It's not even 4 a.m. One second. What the fuck is God damn it. I don't know what they were fighting over. But they're fucking sitting there looking at the ground together, so there was something. Ain't no goddamn peace. Alright. What you got? What you got? You're gonna get 27? No, I don't think so. Oh no, we have tackle still. Jenny Brown Brown! Oh. Let's go! Oh my god, we have a nickname. Oh my god. Let's look something up real quick. Oh god, we gotta have a nickname. I always do something Latin. Google. Pitcher plant species. Pitcher. Hold on. Shiny Gen 2. Shiny Victoryville. Okay, so he's got okay. Open a new tab. Blue picture. Oh wait, hold on. The Red Queen. Picture. Red Queen. Great. That's what we're going for. Nepotes. Nepenthes? Nepenthes? Oh. Nice. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Ooh. Oh, no, I needed one. Because I traded mine away. Ooh, got another one. Yes, I still needed one. That's so perfect. Oh my god. And it's one of the blues. It is one of the blues. We managed to get one of the blues. We didn't get the jump off. Or, hop it. But, that's fine. We got it. We got it in one ball, too. Can't ask for much more. What? No, no, stop. Dry, stop crying. What? You're a grown man now. Sorry, buddy. I'll take a break here in a moment. Actually, I'll just end stream. I'm gonna try to find a shiny Bellsprout sprite. Nice. First one wasn't a Hoot Hoot or a Pidgey. Dude, that's perfect. We caught it in one ball, and we needed a Bellsprout. Alright, shiny badge quests begin. We're gonna pull it off. We're gonna do it. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Stop being weird, Jiraiya. It's unbecoming. Bellsprout. It does make me want to continue my hunting at night, though. So that, or Bellsprout's at night, anyways. It's like that way I get a different loot pool. And different spawn rights, but I'm pretty sure Bellsprout's still the most popular one. Okay, 9 more levels, not bad. Oh, it's crazy. I just looked up and saw Victory Bell on the thing that switches around. Perfect catch, too. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come. We'll see. Good start to the game. still a bunch of beautiful Pokemon to get through here. Noctowl's not even that bad. I don't know why I said I don't like Pidgey and Hoot. They're not that bad. I'm actually shocked how different Bellsprout looks than its shiny. I looked like Bellsprout when it shined. I looked identical to it. Same neck posture and everything. Face, arms. Identical. I think the only thing that'd be different would be the eye color. Oh. You need help. Ah, nighttime. And there he is. I think Poliwag is the one I'd be most excited for at night. Poliwag and then Hoppip during the day. Ghastly would be cool too, obviously, but we're gonna try to catch a Haunter, specifically, not a Ghastly. Oh, we did catch our shiny, so I can grind against what's-his-name in Sprout Tower without worrying about being able to move on time. But we're still gonna grind out here. I hate grinding in Sprout Tower. Although, oh no, Ghastly's better at grinding at night, so we can start grinding Ghastly too. Just need to leave somebody to switch train against the Hoot. Dude, how exciting. I gotta save again. It was a perfect catch. We didn't harm it, we didn't do anything. And I needed it. I forgot I needed it. I already saw that we caught it, and it was just kind of like, you know, whatever. Like, what am I gonna do, be upset about a shiny? But I had totally forgotten that we immediately traded it for Onix. I totally forgot about that. Even though he's up on my screen, right next to Unknown. Oh, I'm an idiot. Of course. Shockingly, at 20, he's still getting quite a bit of experience from each kill. More jump than I thought. Oh my god. What? You're bad. I think I can pull this off. Oh, mean looks 5. Alright, you know what? Let's... Before we get too wrapped up in this, let's see if we can even do it. Okay, you guys, you... Okay, I'm gonna have to end stream here, guys. Alright, we have to test this first. Please relax. Don't start doing the headbutt thing. Please don't start doing the headbutt thing. Please don't start doing the headbutt thing. If you fucking headbutt the chair, I'm gonna... Yeah, fucking chair. Go. Hate when you fucking do that. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Hopefully we still have the shiny. Yes, okay, no, I'm just gonna stand here. Well, that was exciting until it wasn't. Stop! You're so fucking annoying. God damn, why are my cats like this?